I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
Hi guys, if you're new here, my name is Candy. I'm a mom to 5. On my channel, I share homeschooling, homesteading, gardening, day in the life, what's for dinner, canning, grocery hauls, all kinds of fun stuff. Today's video I have for you is a whole bunch of recent dinners that we've had. I'm just going to share the meals with you guys, how we made them. If I followed a certain recipe, I'll leave it in the description box. If it's something that I just threw together, I'll tell you guys how I threw it together. But let's jump right into it and talk about all of the meals that we ate. The first meal I'm going to share with you guys is slow-cooked country-style ribs. I used the sweet heat rub on them. I did 1 layer of them, and I mixed a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a little bit of Worcestershire, and a little liquid smoke into some barbecue sauce. I'm just putting this over my ribs, and then I'm going to add another layer of ribs, do the same thing with the seasoning and the barbecue sauce, and it's going to cook on low for 8 hours. When it was finished cooking, I took them out, put them on a baking sheet with parchment paper, added the rest of the barbecue sauce, and put them under the broiler just to kind of get them kind of sticky and crispy on the outside, but still tender on the inside. To go with these, James requested the bacon scallop potatoes, and so I made up 3 boxes of those in my Dutch oven that I got at Aldi last year, or the year before maybe. Here is the finished ribs right out of the broiler. As you can see, the skin on them, or not skin, but the outside of them is nice and sticky, and they are just fall apart tender inside. And that is how I like to do our country style ribs more often than cooking them out on the smoker. And then to go with those, I made some green beans and some peas and ranch beans. The green beans were frozen. I just steamed them in the microwave and then added them to a pan and added a little bit of sesame oil to those and a little garlic. The peas were 2 cans of peas, and then the potatoes I already showed you guys, but this is dinner tonight. The next thing I'm going to share with you guys is this delicious soup that I just kind of threw together. I have 1 chicken breast, I have some carrots, celery, onions, leeks, Swiss chard, kale, cabbage, and green onions in here. And then I added onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper. I added some chicken stock that I had canned, and then I also added a thing of northern beans to this, and then I let it cook on high for about 4 hours, and then I turned it down to low for another 5-6 hours until dinner time. And when I turned it down to low, I took the chicken out and shredded it up and added it back. And then the last 30 minutes or so, I added our noodles and turned it up on high again and let the noodles finish cooking. And we served this up with some crackers. For the next meal, I'm going to share with you guys, we did this baked fish. It's, I don't know if you call it swai. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but we love it. It's our favorite. I just put some mayo and some fish seasoning on it, and I baked it in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes, and then I also made some fish sticks. Here is our finished fish and fish sticks. This fish was amazing. All of the kids said they loved it. I got that Larry the Cable Guy seasoning at Williams grocery store in the dollar aisle. We just served it up with baked sweet potatoes and a Caesar salad. The next meal I'm going to share with you guys is fried pork chops. So in our flour we have pepper, paprika, we have some smoked garlic, onion powder, Cajun seasoning, and then of course our flour. Over here we have milk and egg. I'm going to get all this whisked up, and then what I do is I dip my pork chops into the milk mixture, into the flour, back into the milk, and then back into the flour. I get my oil to about a medium-high heat, and then I just drop my pork chops down in the oil, and when they are nice and golden, I flip them over. threw together all kinds of sides to go with our pork chops tonight. I had some leftover crescent rolls in the freezer that we didn't use on another night, so we went ahead and made up those. We have our fried pork chops, of course, and then we have some peas that I just took out of the freezer and steamed in the microwave, as well as some green beans. Did the same thing with those, just plain peas, plain green beans. Mac and cheese with some extra cheese added per Maddie's request. And then I also made up some Alfredo noodles, like a north side. Here is our finished dinner tonight. For the next meal I'm going to share with you guys, we're doing baked salmon. I got a major markdown price on this and I threw it in the freezer, so we're going to make it tonight. I just put mayo on these, and then I put dill over the top of them. I squeezed lemon over them, and then I also sliced up a whole lemon and put slices on them all. I'm going to bake them at 350 for about 15 minutes or until the fish is flaky. Here's what they came out finished looking like. And then I boiled some thin spaghetti noodles, drained those, and added Alfredo sauce to those for a quick and easy side. I also made up a quart of our orange glazed carrots. If you didn't see when I canned 200 pounds of carrots a few years back, we are still eating on carrots. But that's the carrots, and then this is our finished Alfredo. For the next meal, I'm going to share with you guys, I actually forgot to take out something to thaw for dinner tonight. Luckily, I had some pre-cooked ground beef that I had frozen, so I took that out, thawed it in the microwave, and I'm working on getting that cooked. I'm going to drain off the liquid and get some taco seasoning in it. I also took out a quart of pinto beans, and I heated those up, used the immersion blender to turn those into refried beans. And then I took out all my sides, and we are having a taco and taco salad night. I also got a 5-layer bean dip, so if anybody wants that with some chips on the side, they can have that. And this was my quick thrown together dinner tonight because, like I said, I got busy and I forgot to thaw out the meat. And I know that happens to all of us. And I'm thankful that I had that cooked and in the freezer so that it was just less cook time. Here is my dinner tonight, and we're going to move on to the next meal. This is a meal I wish I would have filmed better because I made it in a hurry. We had a lot going on that day. But I split a chicken breast in half, seasoned it with the Kinder's Buttery Blend seasoning, and cooked it on my George Foreman. And then I made up 2 boxes of the Suddenly pasta salad mix. And then for the seasoning, instead of adding water and oil to it, I just mixed it into mayo and put that into the bowl. I added a whole can of olives. I added cucumbers, tomatoes, red onions, and our cubed up chicken. Gave this a good stir and put it in the fridge to chill, and this was an amazing pasta salad. The kids absolutely loved this. I loved it. It was delicious. This is something that I will absolutely be making again next summer, especially for days where I'm out in the garden all day and it's hot and I don't want to come in and cook. I think this turned out to be an amazing dinner. But that is it. That's all the recipes and meals I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you have any suggestions or if you want to chat. And I'll see you guys next time with another new video. Bye.